Listen, I'm from New York, so cussing word is like another language. Are you okay? You wanna break it down, I said I need. You wanna go to Dallas, I said I need. We can get a lot of that, but I need.
Alright, well, hey, I'm Calligraphy and this is the Outcast Society.
My name's Tosh Johnson and I'm the guitarist.
I'm Noah, I'm on drums.
Marcel Smith. Kermit
I'm Isaac.
Funky Cold Medina.
Yeah, I'll go with Karma Police. We'll
That's
do
like
that
the
by
whitest
radio.
name that you. Just go.
Oh, so it's my turn.
Okay,
Alright, go.
Y'all done for real?
I'm done.
Okay, because I'm trying to
That's
get
it.
serious. Alright, so I guess my favorite 90s would be In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins.
Woo. I like whoever sung the intro on Lion King.
Oh, Elton John.
Elton John.
I like You Don't Know
one of
My Name
favorite songs.
by Alicia Keys.
Damn.
Alright, so how Outcast Society started. In school, I was pretty much an outcast of the school. Like, nobody really talked to me. Just kept to myself, writing poetry, songs, books, and stuff. But I also got picked on a lot in school. So like there was this one time where I tried to commit suicide so many times, and my best friend at the time came to me and stopped me from doing it one time. And he was saying like, hey, you gotta realize that you're a treasure in this world, and like I care about you a lot. And so I was just like, okay, so now now that my life has basically been saved from me realizing that I'm important, I need to try to influence other people who are in my same situation. Like, hey, you're important as well. And so I was just like, okay, the treasure X. So like in my name, Calligraphy X, that's what the red X stands for, because it's like support to suicide prevention. So I met this guy when I was dating my ex. And then he was like, hey, I played the piano and I played the trumpet at church and whatnot. And I was like, cool, try it.
Like.
So like I was like, cool. And then one day he came up to me and he was just like, hey, you play guitar. How do you feel about playing in a band? And I was like, I'm down for it. I've only been playing guitar for about a year or so I don't know how good I would be. And then he was just like, as long as you're willing to try to get better and everything. And I was like, cool, try to give it a shot. And then we had a previous piano player first, but things kind of got weird. And then like we were already thinking about trying to look for another piano player, and just luck happened. He called like right after we got finished talking about it. He was just like, hey, I was just trying to see if that spot was still open. I was like, well, heck yeah, it is. And then boom, that's how I met him. Well, met him and he came to the band. I met this guy. I was playing in the Founder as a solo act, which I normally did often, like the Ed Sheeran loop pedal thing. And he came up to me and he was like, hey, I think we should do something. Let's play. Let me be your drummer or whatever. And this guy, he's a pretty awesome guitarist. It was like, cool. I got a good vibe from him, so I was like, yeah. Also, I met this guy at like a performance that I was doing at this church. And like I was telling him, hey, I need a bass player, and he was just like, oh man, if you would have asked me like a day earlier, I would have been down for it. But like right now, I just got asked to be in a band, and then somehow he magically appeared here, and I was like, oh, okay.
My favorite is Soldier.
All right.
Learn your lesson. Lesson learned.
I'd say Soldier because it's a very
Political song.
yeah, it is kind of
Politically driven.
It's very politically driven, and it addresses all the social issues that we have. And like I get to show my aggression from it, and also try to say, like, even though the sounds aggressive, and then I'm saying I need a soldier, I'm not talking about a soldier to fight. I'm talking about a soldier to stand and protect what we have, and that's what we have is unity. So, Jesus.
My favorite is Red Dress.
Alright, that's a lot of
I like that
people
one too. I ain't even gonna.
Yeah, that one's good. Shout out to Space Camp. They've got
Yeah.
some of the best bands coming into Jackson right now, and from the Jackson area. They're doing that show tonight, actually, that big show. I wish we could make that, but we're playing tonight. So
Also, I think Dream Cult is
Dream
probably one of
Cult,
like
yeah.
the best local Jackson artists
Oh,
around
they
right
local?
now. Them and May Queen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Omar Cunningham. Like I like him and like TK Soul, and there's a woman named Alyssa.
So I'd like to give a shout out to AJC and the Envelope.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, you suck. That was good. Yeah.
AJC and the Envelope Pushers. One, he's like a big bro to me. Like before I even had a band, like we were always doing things together. But like his energy level and his shows are crazy insane.
Oh, got melons.
He could be extremely tired, just got off of work, and like he's walking and talking like this. But as soon as he gets on that stage, he's jumping up and down like a jackrabbit, and I find that really good.
Rockstar.
All right, so for me,
Rockstar.
my shout outs would be AJC. He's awesome. Jason Gibson and Destiny Project, like them. Solace. Also my mentor, our mentor, Jimmy Mays. He's amazing. He's this Hall of Fame blues drummer. He played for Jimi Hendrix
Can't
and
forget about Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton, and the Mississippi Alumni All-Star Band. So, those are my shout outs.
Well, we had played in high school for a bit, and like at that time, whenever we were taking a break and stuff, like I had wanted to be a musician, but it wasn't really until I sat down with like some of the older records, some of the Beatles records and the Doors and stuff like that.
And I knew with my,
Good job.
But, like I knew that I wanted to be a musician ever since I was 5. The only problem is my mother did not believe in that. My father did not believe in that. They pretty much were like, yeah, you're never gonna do it. And my mother's like, if you do anything with music, you're only gonna be a backup singer. And my big sister, she sang, and every time we sang, I would sing backup for her, sadly. And then like, come when I was 13, I was just like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna try to prove my mother wrong. So I started writing stuff. I didn't perform until last year, really. Last year was my first performance live ever, and it was pretty good. But that's how I knew, like, okay, now I need to start pushing.
I grew up in
I ain't got no choice.
I didn't have a choice because I grew up in a musical family, and from an early age, my parents were just like, "You're gonna do music and sports. You have no choice." And so, just grew up doing it, and it became something that I really enjoyed, and I just kept it going.
I don't know. I'd always felt a special like connection to music ever since I was a kid. Like there's something about it that always spoke to me. So I'd always had a calling towards it, but I suppose I didn't really know I was going to be a musician until I moved to the state of Mississippi, actually. And I kind of came here. I had no friends. I didn't really know what I was looking for. And then I met a group of dudes who were already in a band, and I owned a drum set. They needed a drummer, and it kind of just like popped. And so that's the first time it really hit me, like, hey, I could make music, you know? And then I kind of dabbled in it, and then I didn't really decide, like, I'm gonna be a musician, this is my life, my career, and my soul, until probably my senior year of high school. Because I was looking at, about to graduate, trying to figure out what I want to do with my future, and then I decided to not go to school and devote all my time into music and just see what I could make of it, because I knew it's the only thing that could like truly fulfill me as a person.
Let me see. I was in middle school, I guess. I went to church, and an organist left, and I was the only person at the church that would pick on the organ. So they told me I had to get on the organ. But then, after a couple Sundays of messing up a lot, I was like, let me get serious about music. And then probably like when I was like 17, I really got serious about it.